What's up, peeps? It is Monday, May 5th, 2025. I have not done a video in so long. It's been months. It might be 2 months. A lot has happened. A lot of expanding, a lot of new inventory, a lot of new regular customers, a lot of change, and change is good. Change is good. I'm a Magic the Gathering player now. I have 2 decks. It's crazy. Never played Magic before that, or before I opened the store in paper. I played Arena a lot, just to kind of get acclimated to new sets and kind of see what new cards were flying under the radar, in terms of the market. But yeah, we have Warhammer now. We had our first Warhammer event that went really well. Gave out free Space Marines, all that. It was a build and paint night. It was super chill. Next, we'll be working on the terrain and stuff like that for the store, which will be really neat. I'm excited about that. Man, been buying up collections left and right. That's for sure. Got some base set, Pokemon base set, unlimited back here. I think it's right there. Ancient Origins, right there. Somebody pulled them out of a bunch of mystery boxes. I bought them immediately. But this market is crazy. It's hard to give you guys my perspective as a new store owner, because this is all I know in terms of having a store and people getting in their feelings about pricing and stuff like that. It's challenging, not being able to get as much product as you want, and due to that, having to charge more because you're being charged more additionally. So overcoming that is difficult, and at the end of this video, I'm gonna suggest something for a lot of store owners who are content creators. Forget it. I'll just say it now. Bring back gatekeeping. Bring it back. Bring back gatekeeping. And I see why. See, I'm about to get into a rant. I see why people gate kept back in the day. As of late, past couple years, people have really, or content creators have really opened up their doors and their minds to elaborate on the store perspective and giving it raw, like so much detail as to what a store has to go through, and how to start your own stores, whether it be a Pokemon store or a brick and mortar. Our content creators have really done the average customer done right by them, um, by leaps and bounds. And I don't know how beneficial that has been for anyone. In spite of everyone having the most information possible, from our perspective, there's still anger, there's still frustration, there's still with us, as if, and ultimately we're just the middlemen. Like, I wish I had Wizards of the Coast direct. They were my plug. They're not. They're not my plug. I wish I can call the Pokemon company and say, hey, I need. They're not. There's a thing called distributors and distribution. Um, and you don't know what we pay for the product that's on these shelves. So I hot take. I think that gatekeeping should be brought back. Nobody, um, you know, I don't want to say nobody. I'll say, you know, a solid amount of people, in spite of all the knowledge that they have, um, from our perspective, are still frustrated with us as store owners. And it's it's fascinating, and perhaps it's the times that we're in. A lot of uncertainty, a lack of leadership, um, across the country, and you know, who knows what'll come of it. Um, so, I don't know if it's just a sign of the times or what. Um, but I think that the information that um, a lot of content creators create on behalf, or to be as informative as possible, should be gate kept. All that information needs to be gate kept, because it doesn't serve the average customer. It doesn't serve us. Um, so that's my hot take. Anyway, that my rant's over. But um, Pokemon has been wild. We got Final Fantasy coming up for Magic the Gathering. They're saying that's going to be a much more bigger success than Lord of the Rings, which is hard to even comprehend. So I've got allocations from one distributor. I'm waiting for the others. But yeah, I'm excited for that. We're gonna have a pre-release Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So that's gonna be a lot of fun. And so, there's no real rhyme or reason to this video, honestly. I just wanted to get you guys an update and actually see the showing. You might be able to see from my Instagram, for Elite Cardboard Gaming, or maybe even the website. But there's some old photos of like this slat wall, the one slat wall. We only had the top slat wall up here. Now we have another lane, more shelving, snacks, all that jazz. So I don't know. Business is really gone well. Met a lot of fantastic people. We have a lot of really cool regulars, and trying to build and grow that customer base. Today's actually month 3 that we've been open since. We opened February 5th on a soft opening, and then rock and rolled after about 2 weeks. So, yeah. You know, what I'm learning is that um, the market is so strong. Like, no matter how much um, Pokemon prints, it's really remarkable. Um, and looking at customer trends, whether the singles are going hard, whether sealed is going hard, um, whether people go for packs or ETBs or bundles, or it's just interesting to see. Um, but I'm really thankful. Um, I really couldn't have asked for a better location. Um, and like I said, I've met a lot of really cool people. So looking to grow these relationships with folks, and uh, eventually start winning some games of Magic and get my handed to me. So that's not a lot of fun. um, but yeah, really thankful. But ultimately, I stand on what I said earlier. I think that's probably going to be the key of this video. Is that what has all this information that has been provided by content creators or store owners for the average person, how has that improved anyone's you know status or predicament? I would argue that it hasn't, and it's made everything worse. So all these guys, I mean, and I like them a lot. I watch them probably daily. The Rudies, the Pokénes, the Anons, TCGs. What's the other Pokemon guy? Danny Phantoms and stuff. I respect all these guys. I think they're fantastic content creators, and their grind is it's solid, rock solid. So, but I would just pose that thought to these guys. There's a Jay-Z song where he says, people know the price of everything, but the value of nothing. People know the price of everything, but the value of nothing. I'm going to leave y'all with that one. Later.